Yes, I'd like to tell something about my life and why I got into the stress management area. My life was very stressful when I first arrived in the United States. I didn't realize that I had to find my own apartment, cook for myself, and get some money for myself because I was here with only $200 in my pocket. And even though I got a scholarship for my tuition, because I was on exchange program, I did not have too much spending money, and it's very expensive to live in America, of course. So let me tell you, the first day I came to the United States, I arrived at Houston. My destination was Florida, Tallahassee, Florida. And the night I arrived, I was shocked that nobody came to meet me at the airport. And so I asked people where was I, and I realized I was in Houston. Tallahassee was far away. I think our agents, the travel agent, booked me a wrong ticket. They thought it's close. Tallahassee and Houston was very close on the map, but it was very far in reality. So that was my first experience of stress in the United States. Luckily, thanks to the generosity of a naval officer who bought me a ticket at the airport, I safely arrived at Tallahassee. I think the first semester in Tallahassee was very stressful, and I took 4 classes and had to buy books, had to succeed in my classes. And at the end of the first semester, I felt a lot of chest pain. So that was my first experience of stress. I think I never knew how difficult it was to adjust to the culture, the food, the life there, and independence, but I have to use all my intelligence, all my wits, all my experiences from the past to survive the first semester. And long story short, I think I did well overall. I began to play basketball, doing Tai Chi and relaxing. And later on my wife came, so I finished my PhD in 6 years. And then my job started again, and I got a job at New York State University. The transition was very hard because we were expecting our first child. I think that was very stressful, knowing that I was going to be a father and knowing that my students expected a great deal out of me as a professor. And I think I experienced something you may call right now, thinking about, is a stress attack. I felt so much anxiety and apprehension. I think I collapsed. I feel like I went to the hospital. I said I want to go to the hospital, emergency room. I feel I was having a heart attack. But the doctor told me my heart was fine, and he said it was stress. So I know it was stress, but I didn't realize my heart was okay, so I was very relieved to hear that. Again, I began to do more things about my food, my exercise, and began to relax more. So that overcame some of the stress. I worked 4 years at New York State University, and before I decided to move on, coming to LA, Los Angeles, getting a job at Cal State LA. My stress was so hard the first day when I came to LA with my wife and child, my first child. We got robbed, and they stole my baggage in the car. We had a rental car. My suits were gone, my passports, green cards, and all my stuff. So that was a huge time. You may say traumatic, because I was under a lot of stress again. All the symptoms came back to me. But thankfully, I had more resilience at that time because I had learned more about stress. So I began to focus on what I should do and working on getting my passports back, green card back, getting new ones, standing in lines in immigration offices. And I think that experience really led me to a stress management course. So when I got this job, Cal State Fullerton, they say, what do you want to teach? And I said, I want to teach stress management because I want to learn more about how to manage my stress. And luckily, thanks to my training in sports psychology, I got so much from training myself in stress management. I practice meditation more, I practice Tai Chi, and I did a lot of activities, physical activities, yoga, basketball. I think my life is better now, thanks to all the things I learned. I hope if you read a book, you may read about my stories and learn what you can do to relax yourself, to reduce your stress.